Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at two very important news for Pokemon Go. One is the Go Fest, one is the next Shadow event, which is going to be very important as well for everyone who plays PvP or just generally is interested in Pokemon Go. If my voice still sounds bad, yeah, I'm currently sick, still have fever and stuff like this. It is what it is, but today we're going to take a look at here the Go Fest dates. We don't really have anything else other than the dates when it's going to be happening in Paris for the EU Go Fest, going to be from June 13th till June 15th. We're going to have New Jersey from June 6th till June 8th, and Osaka from May 29th till June 1st. That's going to be very interesting for people who already want to book like something like hotels or whatever if they know that they're going to go there. I am not too sure if I'm going to be able to go to any of them, to be fair. Like if I go to one, it's going to be the one, of course, in Paris, France, as I'm from the EU, and the other ones are just quite a bit too expensive to go to. But yeah, Go Fest is going to be announced now, so that's going to be very important. And we're going to move on now to the next one. This is going to be the new event coming up. We're going to have a new release of a new Pokemon. We're going to have Shadow release, and as those website things are not really as great anymore, and Niantic stopped making them, very nicely invisible or anything like this. We see here, by the way, it's going to be from the 15th till the 19th of January, which is kind of soon as well. We're going to take a look here now at a better graphics, of course, from Galax, which we always use for graphics here. And as you can see here, we're going to get Shriddle in a 12km X, a new Pokemon, definitely something I kind of want to take a look at as well. We're going to get also Palkia from Giovanni, which is something that you definitely going to see on this channel as well for the Open Great League. I really want to take a look at this Pokemon, so yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. But also, we're going to have here a new lineup for leaders, of course. We're going to get some new shiny Pokemon from the leaders, of course. But we have 6 new Pokemon, and this time around they're actually quite interesting. We're going to have the Unova starter Pokemon, which was kind of predicted because we have the Unova tour coming up, and usually they get released in the same season of them. And so we're going to have here Tepic, we're going to have the Snivy, and we have the Oshawott. We also have, Tailo, the Trash Bag, which I forgot the name of it, and the Bumblebee. I think it's called his name. I don't know. It's Diggersby and Evolves. Sorry, still sick. Can't really think. But yeah, that's going to be very interesting. There's some Pokemon that are very good for PvP, like especially the Serperior as well as the Diggersby, which you're going to take a look at. But also Palkia is going to be a very interesting Pokemon, and Shriddle has a very nice moveset. So let's dive right into the first bits. Let's take a look here at the comparison real quick. We're going to have here the normal against the Shadow variant of Serperior against the current Great League meta. What we will see here is already that there's going to be some matchups that are better as a Shadow and some that are going to be worse. And as you're going to see here, generally speaking, in the one-shot scenario, it's going to be a better way to have the Shadow variant of Serperior compared to the normal one. If we see what Pokemon we're going to be able to beat, it's going to be Annihilate, something like Cresselia, Darkspan, new Pokemon that's been very good as well. You're going to see a showcase for this Pokemon tomorrow, most likely on this channel. We have Dugong, we're going to have the Malamar, and we lose against Corsola, Licky, and Primeape, which, again, like all matchups kind of are important here in this case. But in the two-shot scenario, you see it is kind of similar. You're going to have some matchups that you're going to lose, like the fast move, hard-hitting fast move users, and some that you're going to be able to win. So for Serperior, I feel like it depends on the team that you are going to run around it. Generally speaking, both are very similar to each other. Some have benefits, some have negative sides to it. I would assume because it's more of a bulky Pokemon that the normal Serperior is going to still be the most preferred one, but it doesn't mean that the Shadow variant doesn't have play. We're going to take a look now at Samurott. This Pokemon also gets a Shadow variant, but this time around we kind of can close it up a little bit faster. It's not going to make it better. We have Fury-Cutter as a fast move, that's just not really cutting it. Literally, jokes aside there. But yeah, Fury-Cutter is not just really going to be that great for this Pokemon, and as you can see here, Shadow variant is as good as the normal variant, but the normal variant isn't already good, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. If this Pokemon has a better fast move, we can talk about it again. Diggersby, on the other hand, is basically the perfect Pokemon, and now getting a Shadow variant is going to be great for it, right? Yeah, no. Like, here's the thing as well. Diggersby lives from its bulk, and getting a little bit more damage output is going to be fun. It's going to be cool. It is not going to be that impactful for it, though, and as you will see as well, yeah, like you're going to be able to have a bit of a better matchup in the zero-shield scenario, but then you're going to lose 3 extra. It is not going to be worth it. Like, it's going to be kind of similar to like Bastion and Shadow Bastion, where you just kind of don't want to get rid of the bulk, and that's definitely the case here for Diggersby. Diggersby enjoys the bulk for sure, and so this Pokemon definitely going to like being non-Shadow. And here we're going to have the 6 new added Pokemon next to each other, just for the Open Great League to see on how the Shadow is going to be performing generally speaking. Again, I kind of want to keep the video a bit shorter because I'm sick, and I don't really like to be sitting at my desk, I have to say. So, as you will see, Serperior still looks really, really good here. Swallow actually has some play as well with a Wing Attack, Aerial Ace, and Brave Bird, which is hilarious. But Serperior is really solid. Honestly, Samurott looks better here on paper than it looked before. We have Diggersby here, and what we can know actually as well is we can just go ahead and go for the normal variants here real quick as well, just to see the difference of that's not Samurott, that is Samurott, of how this is going to change in terms of the matchup that you're going to be able to win here in a 0/1 shot scenario in between there. Let's see how this is going to go. We see here already Serperior is going to have basically 2 extra losses, which is not really ideal, and Diggersby is going to have some more losses as well. It just looks very, very good because Diggersby and Serperior are really good, but usually the normal variants are going to be preferred for this Pokemon because they mainly rely on bulk. Now we're going to take a look at Grafaiai. This is going to be a very interesting Pokemon. I completely butchered the name, by the way. Grafaiai. I don't even want to say it anymore. Anyway, we're going to see it's a poison and normal type Pokemon with no normal type move, but we're going to have Mud Slap as well as Poison Jab as fast moves, Sludge Bomb, Acid Spray, and Poison Fang as charge moves, and of course here the obvious play is going to be Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb, as well as Poison Fang. Poison Fang is just better than Acid Spray, needing way less energy, but also providing the debuff, but also doing damage is going to be very, very nice, and so that's going to be the ideal moveset from PvPoke. I do think that Mud Slap is going to have a bit more play, to be fair. But yeah, this Pokemon itself is going to be also eligible for the Open Great League if you go ahead and just hatch it directly from the egg. And we're going to take a look here also at the Palkia. Palkia with a Dragon Tail. You can go for Dragon Breath. I think Dragon Breath is generally speaking a little bit better. Aqua Tail and Draco Media is going to be an interesting pick here for the Open Great League. Is it going to be good? Not really, but it's still a fun one, as I like always having like those legendary Pokemon for the Open Great League. But you know what's kind of good for us then as well? If this is now Palkia released, there's no way that they're going to skip Dialga next, so you know already for the next season we're going to get Dialga as a Shadow variant. And Dialga as a Shadow variant, I could see having a bit more play here. Let's take a look at this one real quick as well for the Open Great League. And as you can see here, that's going to be very interesting when this is going to get released, but it's going to be, again, another season. And we can take a look here at the end real quick, the comparison between Palkia Origin, Palkia, and Palkia Shadow. And what we will see here is that this is going to be an interesting one here as well. Palkia Origin is just clearly better, but if you just want to run the normal Palkia, the Shadow variant is going to be a bit better compared to the normal variant. So here definitely the Shadow definitely helps it a little bit, but again, the normal Palkia Origin form is just going to be the better one to use. So I would recommend you to keep your Palkia for the Great League just because it's funny, and you don't really get the benefit from having it in the Master League because there's the other form that's just better. Serperior is cool, Diggersby is cool, but most of them are not going to be too impactful, but still, I like those kind of events where you have like Pokemon that have some usage that are going to be very solid if you are using it right. And so this is going to be it for this video. Again here, thanks so much for Galax for the nice graphics. You see them on Twitter. It's always going to be linked down in the description as well, so check them out. And that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.